What's going on, people? It's your boy calwu, and welcome to another episode of planetwu. Today will be the first day that I do planetwuniversity content. Planetwuniversity content will be me talking about something historical or giving information about the Japanese culture or about anime in some way, shape, or form. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. It's the best way to help me out, and it is much appreciated. I'm a week behind. 2 weeks ago, I stated that I was going to be doing a video talking about the difference between Maiko and Geishas or Geikos because of the anime that I watched, Kyo and Kyoto from the Maiko house. Now, what's so freaking interesting or amazing about Maikos are what we call apprentice geishas. So they're similar to people who do like that are electricians or plumbers that work in shadow with somebody until they get their journeyman status. Or I think that's during their journeyman status until they get their until they become a master or whatnot. And this is the same thing. But the difference between it is the Maikos live in like an apartment building all together. So the main differences between geishas and Maikos are their age, their appearance, and their skills. Maikos are usually younger than 20 and wear more colorful kimonos, while geishas, and Maikos also live in one single lodging. It's called a geisha lodging house. They call it a okaya or okiya. Yeah, okiya. And the person who runs the house is called mother or okami-san. And mother also brings in grandmother or the master, which is normally the previous mother that chooses one of the geishas to succeed her as the new mother. And the geisha and the mother also goes to her to kind of get advice and to get that wisdom that most older people have when they've been in the field for so long. Maikos tend to live in this lodging for 5 years, and while they're there, they're not allowed to have money or carry money around. They're not allowed to have cell phones, and they're definitely not allowed to have boyfriends. Like, they take this extremely serious. Now, when in the performance scene, there are other differences between Maikos and Geishas. One of the things is, if you focus on the lips, you'll notice that Maikos only have their bottom lips colored red, while geishas have their full lips colored red. Also, Maikos, as I stated previously, they wear very colorful kimonos. But another difference or indicator is while they're wearing their different color kimonos, that are bright and elaborate in color, they also wear red collars. While geishas tend to wear more single tone, simpler designed kimonos, and they normally sport white collars. Another difference that you will notice between Maikos and geishas is that Maikos normally wear their natural hair, and they wear it in a style called a shinobu, and they normally have flowers and like elaborate ornaments in their hair, while geishas can wear their hair however they choose, but for the most part they but for the most part they wear wigs because the shinobu hairstyle can become damaging to their hair for different reasons, and I'll explain that reason later. And normally in their hair, they have less ornaments or more simple ornaments, like you'll see the combs and things of that nature. And that's pretty much what we see in anime when we see geishas. Another difference is that the belt that they wear, or the obi that they wear, in Maikos, they are longer They tend to be longer, and they tend to be more colorful, and they wear special buckle ornaments on it that tend to be bright and colorful. While geishas, their obi is shorter, and they don't wear ornaments with their obi. And then the last great big indicator that I felt that was important, because it's a whole freaking list, but I simplified it as as small of a list as I possibly could. So the last thing that I felt was a big way to notice is that Maikos wear high sandals or platform sandals. So there's sandals that look like platform shoes. They normally wear them at about 6 inches, to where geishas normally wear the low sandals, or the basic sandals that have a thin sole. Now, with their sleeping habits, Maikos are often trained to sleep on a takamura, which is like a wooden plaque, like a wooden block. And they learn to sleep on these so they can maintain their hairstyles for whatever shows that they have. While Geiko or geishas would sometimes do the same, but they would opt out to do it so that the because the takamura can damage their natural hair, so they wear wigs when they sleep on them, so their hair wouldn't get damaged, or their natural hair wouldn't get damaged. And then I learned also in my research and reading that the reason that geishas wear white makeup or white powder on their face is so that you can clearly see them in a dark room. Because if you think about it, in the past where they didn't have a lot of electricity and it was low candle light, they're not going to put candles up on the geishas, because then with them having the long flowing kimonos, they would catch on fire. So in the low light, their white makeup would help them stand out. Would help them stand out more. And another practice that isn't still widely used is that they would blacken their teeth, and it was called a ohaguro, which they would that the blackening of their teeth would state that they have come of age or transition from Maiko to Geisha or Geiko. And it pretty much created a contrast, so that instead of focusing on their teeth and things of that nature, it would give a greater contrast to the white makeup that they wear on their face. And I found this practice wild. Like, at least in America, as a society, we focus so much on whitening our teeth and having beautiful smiles that I couldn't even imagine trying to darken my teeth to make my skin stand out. And for me, that wouldn't work too much, as my skin is already darkened. So darkening my teeth wouldn't create such an attractive contrast. So this is interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna in a description box below, I'm gonna leave the link to the website that I put up a lot of information from, and that I got my information from, and so you guys can go check it out and read it in depth. I didn't want to give you too much as to take away from where I did my research and the people that are in the culture that can actually tell you a lot better than I can. So I just wanted to give you a quick hitter and kind of make it a little short. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. Thanks again, y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me with planetwu. And once again, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. And this is calwu signing off. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Another plane, parting my lasers. I'm starving Marvin the Martian, excuse my behavior. When you see me on the streets, I'm ready to eat anybody, anywhere, it really doesn't matter though.